Real people, real opinions, real talk radio. The multi-award-winning Niall Boylan Show.
Ireland's classic hits.
Don't say my name. She says I'll be labelled a woman hater, and I am a woman. So this is a woman. She's talking about a girl in her office with large bazubas, breasts, who's 30. There's 30 to 35 people in the office. Mix of men and women, obviously. Short skirts, knee-high boots, like in the 90s, and these tight tops. But the most uncomfortable part is she doesn't wear a bra, she says. And they're jiggling around. And she finds it extremely distracting for the men in the office. Yeah, I could see how that could be distracting for the men in the office, but not every man would be interested. Most men wouldn't give a toss, to be honest with you. Really, there's this idea that we're obsessed with breasts. It's kind of a little bit of an untruth. I'll be honest with you. Some lads are into bums. Others are into faces and eyes and noses and things. Jane is now on the floor laughing. But some men are just not into breasts. You know, that doesn't do it for them. They need the full package. Do you know what I mean? Anyway. So what do you think she should do? Should she say something? Or should the employer say something? Call her into the office and discreetly say to her, listen, you're causing a little bit of a stir outside, you know, and it's come to my attention because there's been complaints in relation to your attire. This is an office environment. And, you know, when you're in an office environment, there's a bit of a dress code, isn't there? You know, like we had a lad working in the office in Classic Hits, and he used to come in like these weird-looking shorts, no matter what time of the year it was. And it was a little bit inappropriate. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just old-fashioned. You know what I mean? But I suppose you might as well be topless. If you're wearing T-shirts and no bra and you've got large breasts, you may as well be just topless because it tends to leave nothing to the imagination. So here's the question. Should she say something or should she make a complaint to management, or can management even do anything? Like if you had a lad that was wearing tight trousers, you know, with no underwear or support, and the shape of his John Thomas was quite obvious, you know, particularly when he got a little bit excited, you would imagine people would probably say something. They'd probably say, well, you know, that's a little bit inappropriate. So I want to know, should she do something about it? Or is she just jealous and should she mind her own business?
Ireland's Classic Hits Radio.
Now, there's a massive interest in this topic. Do you see what I mean? More people care about this than they do about social housing. That's the truth of it. I'm looking at the text coming in. Leave her alone, Niall, says somebody. I forgot. I'm not. But it's not me that's having a go. It's not like in our office. This is an email I got from somebody. She's talking about a woman who wears short skirts, knee-high boots like in the 90s. I like the way she said like in the 90s. Anyway, why do they not wear knee-high boots anymore? They only wore them in the 90s. Anyway, and these tight tops. But the most uncomfortable part is she never wears a bra. Or doesn't wear a bra. Let me go to Breda. How you doing, Breda?
I know. I'm laughing.
I know. What is wrong with people these days, huh?
I don't know. I think meow is a big part of it now. I'm sorry. It sounds to me like she's jealous of this poor girl. Let her wear her short skirts or knee-high boots and put out the puppies if she wants. Like, she's obviously young and able to carry it off, you know.
Well, we don't know that. She could be.
Well,
she could be like, you know, wasn't my mother used to say, you can't make a sale poor out of a sales here. Well, I don't know. But here's the thing: is there a time and a place?
Well, in fairness, I did say to your girl that there is a time and a place. I mean, if you're in an office environment, there is an unspoken dress code that, you know, that of how you should maybe go in and look. But look, if she has the legs to wear short skirts and stuff, I've no problem with that. If your one is that uncomfortable with the way this girl has the puppies out for the summer, then let her go to
the puppies out for the summer.
Yeah, look, let's go to her team manager and say, look, maybe, you know, can you bring in a dress code that has to be adhered to for during working hours?
But you couldn't really make bras part of a dress code, could you?
Well, you could make certain tops inappropriate for dress for office work, you
Yeah.
know. Like, maybe these tops are not as bad as she's making them sound to be.
But she says
You know,
she
like-
has huge breasts, and honestly, God, she said, I feel sorry for every fella that has to talk to her because they're just jiggling away in front of her.
And I say every fellow in the office going, please come over and talk to me. Oh, please come over and talk to me.
Breda, this is a misconception that we're all obsessed with boobs.
I know, but what I'm saying is I don't think now any man would be too put out if there was a nice boob in front of him while you're talking to somebody.
It might be a bit
It's not-
distracting, isn't it? It would be distracting, like if her nipples were sticking out.
But you said you're not into boobs, so like it wouldn't.
No, I
bother
didn't
you.
say I was. No, hang on. I never said I never said I wasn't into boobs.
No, but
But
if
you
you're
know what I
not-
mean? I'm just saying some men are not into boobs. Some might be bum people.
Yeah, I know plenty of men that like bums that don't, wouldn't necessarily. The first thing they'd look at would be the bum, not the boob.
Although Jane is slagging me here. She says, you'd imagine like you would have said they may be more into their intellect. I have to say, I'm attracted to an intelligent woman.
You're married to one.
I am married to an extremely intelligent woman.
Yes, indeed.
And a very beautiful woman, can I point out as well.
He is very beautiful as well.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. You've got the whole package. You're
I did.
very lucky.
I struck gold.
You certainly did. You certainly did. Look, I mean, if she feels that strongly about it, maybe take the girl aside and just say to her, look,
Put them away.
I feel a bit uncomfortable. Like, she could wear a little bralette underneath it. If she doesn't want to wear a bra.
A little bralette. What's a bralette?
A bralette is like a little, just a little satiny top you can put under little tops, so it gives a little bit of lace on the V or whatever. And it still gives a little bit of support to the puppies, but it doesn't crucify you like some of the bras do. It's like,
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
it's just maybe a sports bra, something that'll give a little bit of support, won't have the skittles out, and then
The
everybody's
skittles. I seen a young one the other day, and she was wearing a pair of these, I think they call them TikTok trousers or something, or pants, or joggings, or leggings, or whatever they call them, right?
happy. Okay.
And I have to say, Breda, I find them disgusting. Maybe I'm old-fashioned. Maybe I'm a bit conservative.
What was it like, though? I don't understand. I don't know what they are.
They're called. I think they call them TikTok pants. But she
TikTok
was in her. I'd say this girl was doing a bit of jogging or something. I'd say she was in her 30s, right?
Yeah.
Late 20s. But they leave nothing to the imagination down below. Do you know?
Oh, no, I was like
Do you know what I
that.
mean?
Oh, it's just, she had the camel toe and everything.
The whole camel toe, the camel foot
Oh,
was going on. And they were skin colour. So it looked like she was actually in the nip.
Wear nothing. Oh, they're awful. Yeah.
Yeah.
Any kind of leggings that anybody wears skin colour are just like, hello, did you look in the mirror before you went out today?
Yeah.
No, anything like, no. But like, you see, when I was younger, I used to wear a lot of bodysuits because that was in at the time in my 20s, and I never wore a bra. Never.
Right.
Summer. I just didn't wear a bra, and I'm sure never even occurred to me that it might be, that the puppies might be a little bit standing on, to attention if it was a cold breeze or something.
Yeah.
Wouldn't even have occurred to me now. And I was very comfortable wearing it. Now, I don't have big boobies. That's the difference. I'm like 2 fried eggs wrapped up in a hanky. That's what my dad used to say. But I still, I had a bit of a boob.
Yeah.
I didn't,
Well, maybe, I don't know, maybe that's an Aer Lingus thing. Speaking of Aer Lingus, Derry-Ann, how are you doing? Well, hang on.
I wasn't working in Aer Lingus then, no.
But hang on. Maybe it's an Aer Lingus thing. Hang on. Because Derry-Ann works in Aer Lingus as well, or worked in Aer Lingus. Derry-Ann, you certainly wouldn't have been walking up the aisle of the plane with your boobies sticking out.
No, you wouldn't, but you might be walking up the concourse giving a bit of, bum waddle. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I suppose.
No.
Yeah. They were the days.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
but-
I have to say, in fairness, oh my God. Now, first of all, Niall, what do you think a skittle is?
A skittle.
The sweet.
A Swedes. The little
Skittles
Swedes.
are the things where people go bowling.
No.
And they're... Yeah, well, you don't know.
No, I don't think that's what she meant. I think she meant the sweets. She said her nipples are like Skittles.
She hardly meant the Skittles sweets because they're tiny.
I was going to say
Oh,
the
yeah,
same
but
thing.
she was talking about her nipples, though. So I mean, they're probably.
No, I know
they're-
that, but she said they were. Yeah, but I mean, besides the Skittles
Skittles are
sweet
hard.
isn't nuts.
But Skittles are hard and roundy, and I say that's exactly what she was referring to.
The sweets. I think she was referring to the sweets. In
Yeah,
fairness,
all
there,
right,
yeah.
fair enough. Fair
Yeah.
enough. I was just checking.
Well, we
no,
get the gist of what she's talking about anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, but in fairness, we're living in an age, and I only looked at a thing earlier on tonight, just happened to cross, and then I lost it. It was a group that had done a thing on Britain's Got Talent, and they were a group, and the girl that introduced it definitely had a Dublin accent, and I think it was a college in Liverpool. I will. Yeah. Now, those kids are coming out and trying to say, I will be myself. That girl in the office, you don't know if she's waiting to have surgery for, to have them reduced, whether...
Geez, there's a lot of what ifs going on here. I don't think she's waiting to have surgery.
Yeah, but okay, but that lady that wrote in is totally out of order. I mean, if she's going into work and she's upset, she needs to go to counselling and see why is she so obsessed with this woman with the big puppies. I love that, by the way.
Yeah, Jane wants people to text in a peach. Now, I know nothing about emojis. A peach emoji or the word Skittles. Oh, I know what she's doing. So, in other words, are you a boob or a bum person? Yeah. Text in a little peach emoji or the word Skittles, and we'll take a little poll to see which is more popular. And it's 087 188 0008. Sorry.
It could be
Talking about... Sorry?
Sorry. I'm just sorry. I'm just saying it could be next to the poll.
Oh, well, listen, go back to my day before I actually joined Aer Lingus, and I entered this competition, and what was it called? Oh, it was for the best bottom anyway, and I got into the runners-up, or into the
well, like bum of the year,
Yeah. Hot seat, that's what they called it, because I still have my little trophy here. I've kept it all these years.
For having a nice bum.
Yes,
oh.
and well, you have to send in a picture of yourself at the time. And
in the nip?
No, in whatever made your bum look good. Does my bum look good in this? You know that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I got the results. The results came, and I was in the finalist, and I was going, oh no, I'm going to not get my job in Aer Lingus. They're not going to want this. But as it happened, the girl that won it, she was one of my colleagues. She ended up one of my colleagues.
Yeah, because Aer Lingus at the time would have been a very conservative organisation, wouldn't it? It was like the BBC or something. Not now.
Yeah, no. But no,
couldn't give a
having
shite
said
now.
that, I know I wouldn't say that.
Oh, sorry, what are you saying, Breda? They do now. Sorry, Breda is newer generation, Aer Lingus.
We embrace all cultures. We embrace.
Thank you, Breda.
Yeah.
You
embrace braless women.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. No, I don't think you can have the puppies jigging around up and down the aisle. But in fairness, we're very inclusive in all aspects of things like that.
Yes,
but there are dress codes. There is a dress code. You have to present yourself well every day and all the rest. So what you do outside of work, I don't care if you go around with them hanging out over the top of a bra. I couldn't care less.
I wonder what they'd say, by the way, if a cabin crew, female cabin crew, came into work with like no bra on, and it was very obvious they'd no bra.
You'd be told to go and
would you?
You'd be told, yeah.
Oh God!
No, even I have to be honest. I wouldn't like to be the boss that would say that to a woman nowadays. She'd have you in court.
Yeah, but Niall, if the company originally has a dress code, and wherever that girl is working, it's the company's fault if they don't have a dress code. They cannot pull that girl up. You cannot approach her. You cannot go near her. If they don't have a legal dress code, sayonara.
Yeah, they'd hardly have a bra in the dress code.
No,
well...
if I want to go into work, commando, and I don't wear any underwear, there's nobody stopping me. I shouldn't.
But you're
because
going
we don't-
to underwear,
well, we
no
don't
underwear,
know.
no one is know about it either. That's different because, like, I could be wearing trousers or my skirt or my dress, and you wouldn't know whether I'm commando or not.
Exactly.
But if I'm going in with big boobs in our shirt that we're supplied with, and everything's jigging around the place, absolutely, because it's not part of the dress code.
Oh, by the way, my producer Jane said Paul McCartney checked out her bum, she said arse, while she was working as a waitress in New York on a J1 visa.
Lovely.
Yeah. She's very proud. I think she's quite proud of that, actually, that Paul McCartney checked out her bum.
That was a good tip for her.
But stay there for a second. Martin, I'll be with you in a second. Let me just go to Veronica first. Veronica, how you doing?
I'm not too bad. How are you?
Good, you're an Ireland's Classic Hits Radio. Now, Veronica, it says on my screen, you're a big boob representative.
Yeah, like I would be big. I'm just true because I work in healthcare and I have two friends. We would be more honest with each other than
Right, okay.
it would be normal. And they have said that they would like to be as big
As you.
as I am, but yeah.
Okay.
But at the same time, I know full well I would never go into a workplace situation where I am obviously showing off everything.
Right, so you'd
And
always,
it's not
wear a
because-
bra, would you?
Well, for work reasons, it helps because,
Of course.
like, it hers is similar. A woman's breast is similar to a man's private. Like, it hurts like hell.
Yeah.
If,
yeah.
Like, I work in healthcare. If something happens, it hurts. Because
Oh.
I know it's not appropriate.
Yeah.
Comfortable.
Yeah, it's an extra bit of support. It's an extra bit of protection. But I know in the healthcare setting and for me being in a professional setting, like me going in showing off my chest or other areas of my body, it's inappropriate for the workplace
So
setting.
what should this girl do that wrote in the email that said, this girl's going around the office with her boobs sticking out and jiggling around? Mind her own business.
Yeah.
Yeah. Veronica,
Well,
what should she do? Should she do anything at all? Report her to the boss, or should the boss say something?
Like if there's a healthcare position, if there is a
Health and safety issue.
human resource, like a human resources position or
Yeah.
office in, said, go to him, said, for this reason, this is making me uncomfortable.
Right.
That like, everyone has different things. Like, it was on the radio. You said if it was a man, some females wouldn't feel comfortable if
The shape of his
a man's
gadget. Yeah.
if a man came in wearing a trousers that
Yeah.
made his bits obvious,
Yeah.
it would be taken seriously.
Yeah, absolutely. Brina and Derry-Ann, she's right. If I walked in a pair of jeggings tomorrow into the office, right,
And
tight
it
jeggings, and
wa-
I'd no underwear on, and the shape of me gadget was there, and if I was a bit excited or
And
something.
it works both ways. That like
Niall.
But Niall, now come on.
Niall,
I've often seen
what works for
Well, hang on, one at a time. Sorry, what are you saying, Brina?
I said I've often seen the
what works for a man works for a woman.
Okay, yeah. Okay, sorry, Brina, go ahead.
If you're like, I've seen men with you can clearly define the size of Dicky Duke, as my mother used to call it. It doesn't bother me. I couldn't care less. I'm not going home or somewhere else. And sometimes you go, oh, right, okay, and off he goes,
Yeah.
Why is that inappropriate? If he's happy to wear whatever he's wearing, we become far too PC about everything. I mean, like, women should embrace women, men should embrace men.
Free the nipple. Free the nipple, I say. Free the nipple.
Yeah.
Absolutely, put it out there. I mean, that's like saying a woman on board the aircraft can't take out her nipple to feed her child for takeoff or landing.
Exactly. Here,
So
here.
the poor little ears are not going to be affected.
Yeah, but now, in fairness to Veronica, she works in healthcare.
No, that's not, and I never said you need to be covered up.
No.
Said
No,
if you're
But she didn't say free the nipple either. Yeah.
I said, yeah, but I know, like, whether you're in the middle of an office or anything, it's just, for me professionally, if I'm walking along and said, right, if I was breastfeeding, I would say I would make sure, I would say I am breastfeeding, my child's here beside me, I'm going to do it.
Can I ask you a question? Because obviously I don't have the experience because I don't have boobs. But what if you have large boobs, which you said you do have large boobs, is it more comfortable in the summer not to have a bra on?
it would be more comfortable. But me personally, I would rather be in work. I'm not going to be wearing. I will wear a bra to work, and I will wear a top that, while not necessarily showing off, what I think is appropriate for work.
Okay, well, hang on. Just let me get a male opinion on this as well. Martin, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm somewhat perplexed now.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, let me preface what I'm going to say with, first off,
Yeah.
on the topic of breastfeeding,
Yeah.
I absolutely defend the right and every woman should have the right and the ability to breastfeed their infants
Absolutely.
in any circumstance.
Yeah,
in
should never
any
be questioned.
situation.
Never be
I don't
questioned.
care where it is.
Yeah.
And anyone that questions it is a complete moron. Okay?
Yeah. Okay. We all
That's my
agree with
stance on
that
it.
one. Yeah, we all agree with that
Okay.
one. Okay.
That's my stance on it. Now, like yourself, Niall, I'm an older guy, right? I'm 63. Now, I can tell you from my early 20s. Pardon?
I said, are you single?
Yeah, no.
Jesus, Breda, will you give the man a chance?
I was going to ask him that.
Straight, the two of you are like, I swear to God, you're like two rabid dogs.
You're promising me a man since COVID.
I did promise you a man. Yeah, I did. Sorry. Yeah.
You
Okay.
did, yeah.
Well, we'll talk about that in a minute. Let Martin finish what he wants to say. Go ahead, Martin. Back to the boobs.
What I would like to say, Niall, and I did say this to Jane. From my early 20s, once I developed a brain and the ability to think, for me, the beauty of a woman is elegance, comportment, how she carries herself, how she has a conversation. That's what attracts me to a woman. And, it really, I think...
all those things. But hang on for a second, Martin, too. The physicality is important as well, because people are attracted to the physicality of a person when they meet them first.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You don't get to
Absolutely.
learn about the intelligence or all that kind of stuff.
No, I know, and I was getting to that. What I want to say is there is no one size fits all. There's no perfect package. But
there is. You haven't met my wife.
lady-
You have met my wife. She's the
Well,
perfect
okay. What I mean is for the individual male or female, there is obviously a perfect counterpart package, or
Okay.
even.
Okay.
For males or females, there may be that, I don't know. It's something I've no knowledge of. But the point I'm making is that I would advise the woman who wrote in, sent you the email, to understand that if she could get inside the heads of all of her male colleagues, if she understood what was going on inside the heads of them, if she was able to ask them a question, I would say most of those males, the vast majority of them, if they were to be asked and if they were being honest, they would say they have more respect for her. They find her more, not necessarily physically attractive, because there is that kind of physical attraction that can be driven by desire or whatever else, but it's not sustainable just on that basis. There's something much deeper. There has to be something deeper. If that deeper thing is not there, it's completely superficial. That kind of, here's my what, the rest of me are following. And I find it kind of, I find it, I won't say offensive to men, but I think women...
Yeah, we're not. That's what I said at the start. We're not that simple of a creature. I mean, Jane seems to think we are.
I mean, there is that old kind of adage of, what is the
Some men are.
sexiest? What is the sexiest and most arousing organ in the human body? It's the brain, for both males and females. It's a complete package. This superficial, and unfortunately, I see so many young women destroying their looks. They get all this stuff packed into their lips, and they get all kinds of things done, and they're destroying what it means to be a woman. The beauty.
I have to go into a break in a second, but before I go into a break, Martin, and I don't mean to cut you short, and I apologise, I am cutting you short, but I have two rabid dogs on the other line here. I don't mean that, by the way, in the sense that they're dogs, but Derry Ann and Breda, and they're both looking for a date. Are you single, Martin? Yeah. They can fight over it afterwards if they want. You know what I mean?
Yes, Niall, as I've explained to you before, I am single, but I'm very, 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 as you know, Niall, I'm a very conservative individual.
He's conservative.
I have opinions. I'm open to meeting any woman. I've always been. I have the height of regard and respect. But I'm very conservative. I'm not easily led into situations. I've made my.
Are you high maintenance? Because Breed is.
I am.
No, I'm very low maintenance.
Darianne, are you high maintenance?
No, definitely not.
Hey,
No.
baby.
Haven't so. That's all right. Off you go.
Yeah. Listen, ladies, it's been lovely talking to you. Breathe and Darianne, thank you very much indeed. Martin, I'm sorry I had to cut you short. So, bottom line, Martin, is she should keep it to herself and not bother saying anything and just get over it.
Yeah, just comport herself. Let her, let her be elegant. Let her do what she does, and I guarantee you that the men in the office, they may think that other younger woman is kind of, is, as I said to Jane, like not all men are Sid James in a Carry On feature going.
Looking at Barbara Windsor running around half topless. By the way, somebody wants to know: can you ask Martin? Is he a boob or an ass man? Oh,
I'm neither. That's what I'm saying.
Martin, come on. We're human beings. Now, we're all... I mean, don't get me wrong. I agree with you. Intelligence is ultra important.
No, okay, if you're asking me about the physical characteristics of a woman that I find most attractive, the most attractive physical characteristic for me of a woman is her face. Not the size of her boobs, not the size of her bum. That doesn't do it for me. It's her face and particularly her eyes.
Okay, couldn't agree with you more, by the way. Eyes.
Real people, real opinions, Real Talk Radio. The multi-award winning Niall Boylan Show.